Welcome back, everyone, back to another Eager English episode. Thank you for joining me on this new episode. And in today's episode, we're going to focus on the verb to eat. To eat, you're probably thinking, seriously? To eat also is a phrasal verb? Yes, it is. And to eat doesn't exactly mean to eat when you add all the prepositions, but we'll get to that in a second. First, what does to eat even mean? To eat means to put food into the mouth and swallow. So that is a very basic definition of to eat, and it's very simple to understand. But what happens if we add these prepositions? It's not that many, but it definitely changes the sense, the connotation, and the meaning of to eat. But one thing that I'd like you guys to know is that this video goes in a progression from easiest phrasal verb to the hardest phrasal verb. Now, these phrasal verbs generally are not that hard, so you shouldn't even worry about the difficulty of it. So let's get right to it. So the first phrasal verb of to eat is to eat in. To eat in means to eat at one's house, very simply put. For example, my parents said that they want to save money, therefore we're probably eating in today. This is a very common occurrence. Instead of eating fast food at a restaurant, at your friend's house, you're eating in, which means you're eating at your house. Next one, to eat out. Now, to eat out literally means the opposite of to eat in, but there are two definitions. The first definition is, like I said, to eat at a restaurant. It's to not eat at your house, but to eat somewhere else. Typically at a restaurant, not at another house, it's at a restaurant. For example, we need a little change. Let's eat out tonight. So maybe it's a holiday, maybe it's special occasion, let's eat out, which means let's eat at a restaurant. Let's eat a fancy dinner. Now the second definition of to eat out is 18 plus. So be very careful when you're using this and make sure you know in which context to use it. It means to do the deed with someone. For example, they made jokes about eating each other out. So they made jokes about doing it with each other. It's used rather colloquially and in a lot of like friend contexts, but still be careful with this. At least you know now. Next one, to eat down. Now this is also very, very, very colloquial, and it's actually only used within a certain demographic, I would say. It's usually used within the teenager demographic of girls. It means to do something really well. For example, you passed 3 tests in one day, you ate down. You ate that down. It could be omitted. You could say you ate down, you ate that down. It's referring to the action that you did. So, very colloquial way of saying, great job, you did great. Now the last phrasal verb of eat is to eat up. Now, actually, to eat up has a very, very similar definition to the previous phrasal verb, but it's used in slightly different contexts. The definition is to do something really well or better than someone else. It's usually better than someone else, but it could be totally used, it could be interchangeable with to eat down in some contexts. The example, did you see her dance moves? She ate you up. So, did you see the girl dancing? Did you see her dance moves? She did better than you. The second example, we're going to eat this up. Again, very, very colloquial, and it's usually used by certain people, usually girls. But it means we're going to do great. We're going to do a very good job. We're going to succeed in what we're doing. We're going to eat this up. Exercises time. All right, let's get to some exercises. Shan't be too hard. Here are your exercises. Here's your 3 seconds. Alright, let's go through them. So, even though you thought the presentation went really poorly, your friends are saying that you ate it. So remember, it refers to an action that you did. Therefore, we can use down or up, but up is much more common. So, even though you thought the presentation went really poorly, your friends are saying that you ate it up, that you did amazing. Second one, the game dared you to eat someone. That's insane. So, remember, very colloquial context, and this is daring someone to do something. It's daring someone to eat someone, so there's only one. If you're doing it to someone, it's eat someone out. So, the game dared you to do it with someone. That is absolutely insane. The last one, you don't like my food? Maybe we should just eat next time then. So you don't like what I cook at the house? You don't like my food? Then let's go eat at a restaurant. Let's go eat out. Time for your bonus expressions time. My favorite part. Alright, so before we get into this, I do want to say that most of the English to eat expressions have something to do with an animal. So you're going to see that most of these have to do with an animal. But that's okay because they're pretty obvious, so they're very easy to use. Let's start with the first one, which actually does not have to do with an animal. It's to eat one's fill. So this means to eat your max amount. For example, you're still eating? Haven't you eaten your fill yet? So haven't you filled up your stomach? Aren't you done eating? Next expression, first expression that has to do with an animal. To eat like a horse. Now what do you think this means? Correct, it means to eat a lot. So you think of a horse, they eat a lot, very easy to remember. For example, Brody always orders so much food, but that's okay because he can eat like a horse. He can eat a lot, he'll finish what he ordered. Good for him. Next one, to eat like a bird. Now, think about it. To eat like a bird, they're small, aren't they? Much smaller than horses. So to eat like a bird means to eat very little. For example, don't serve them too much food. They eat like birds. Your food will go to waste because they don't eat a lot. Last expression, to eat like a pig. Now, to eat like a pig doesn't necessarily mean to eat a lot. Nowadays, it actually does. Like, you're such a pig, which means you eat a lot. But in the basic context meaning, in the original context meaning, it means to have bad etiquette while eating. What does that mean? It means to just eat and like food's all over your mouth, you don't wipe yourself, you don't clean yourself, you maybe smack, you eat with your mouth open, just eating like a pig, very impolitely. For example, my mom's very disappointed in my friends because at the table they ate like pigs. That means they left a mess, they ate terribly, probably was not a sight for sore eyes, probably sounded really gross. There you go. Now you know the phrasal verb to eat. There should be nothing that you're afraid of anymore because to eat was rather simple, wasn't it? Not too many, and they're all pretty logical. Well, for the most part. But thank you for watching all the video, and I hope you enjoyed the expressions, and I hope that you hit the subscribe button and the like button to get more content of a native speaker. And don't hesitate to put comments, the suggestions for clarifications, etc., etc. And have a lovely, eager English day filled with English, because I know you guys love the English language. Bye.